capitalism, nationalism, imperialism, militarism. They are all interlinked. So when can you end the wars and can bring peace? In order to end the wars, what is to be required? First thing is you should go for disarmament. So going for disarmament will require what? Ending capitalism. Because which is the most profitable industry? Arms industry. When a country becomes really advanced in industrial terms, when it gives, which is that most advanced technology? Defense technology. Fine. So in which is the most advanced technology is defense technology. You can say the other way, that the maximum innovation in which technology happen? Defense technology. Fine. So that is why I say technology is bad. Fine. Because the technologies that you develop is primarily for war, because the costliest or the most profitable business is the business of war. And when the business of war is so profitable and the world is so capitalist, how can you think about ending the wars and saving the people? Fine. So that is why capitalism works on the principle of profit over people. Fine. Profit is more important. People are less important. So if you want peace in Gaza or everywhere, you have to first end the business of war. The business of war means arms trade, arms industry. Because if there will be no arms, from where people will fight? They may fight, but casualties are not going to be so much. Okay. So long we will be fighting just the symptoms and we will not stop fighting the cause. It is not going to end. Rather, things are going to become worse. So India from the very beginning has been talking about going for the universal disarmament. अगर आपको वॉर खत्म करनी है, when weapons are there and then weapons of mass destruction, how will you end the war? क्योंकि अगर इंसान के पास कुछ होता है तो इंसान सोचता है कि यूज ही कर लो, बनाया था, इतना पैसा लगाया था, खड़े पड़े पड़े जंग खा रहा है, यूज ही कर लेते हैं. ऐसा होता है कि नहीं? कोई चीज खराब भी हो रही, लोग सोचते हैं फेंकने से अच्छा खा लेते हैं. ठीक है. तो जब पैसा लगाया है, तो पैसा लगाया है ना न्यूक्लियर वेपन में, तो यूज कैसे नहीं होगा? होगा. ठीक है. तो कब होगा, बस वही वेट करना है. इसीलिए अपने घर में बना लो एक बैरक, लेकिन उसी समय आएगा अर्थक्वेक. दोनों तरफ से मरने वाले हैं, बस मरना ही बचा है. ठीक है. तो दिस इज व्हाट यू हैव टू रिमेंबर. सो वन थिंग इज लिंक्ड. तो अल्टीमेटली ऑल आवर रीजन लेड टू व्हाट? डेवलप the weapons for our own destruction. Who wants our destruction? God. God wants, because God has to recreate the world. Fine. So that is why when Oppenheimer, fine, who is father of the atomic bomb, so when he saw the nuclear explosion, what he recited? The verse of Gita, that now I am become death. So God himself is saying that, or this is the, you have to defeat God now. कि भाई God तो आपको मार के मानेंगे, तुम जी सकते हो कि नहीं जी सकते हो. It is now humanity needs to challenge the God. You can't surrender to the God's will. Right? तो God ने तुम्हारे मरने का इंतजाम बना दिया है. ठीक है. Because you need to, God wants a new better world. Fine. So till capitalism doesn't end, no wars will end.
Ma'am,
Yes.
Oppenheimer knew that he was going to make atom bomb. He knew that what he was doing under Project Manhattan. Still he go for it. Still on 6 August 1945
and पता था, उसको उतना नहीं पता था. ठीक है. जैसे अशोका को कलिंगा वॉर के बाद इतना इम्पैक्ट होगा ये नहीं पता था. ठीक है. तो इवन आइंस्टीन has written that he regretted it the most. So sometimes we do, but we are unable to understand the consequences until and unless the thing completely unfolds. Even if you talk about Hamas doing this action, maybe this much tragedy will happen, maybe was not calculated. Okay, so sometimes you realize after you do something. So it is said that think before you do, because after you do, no point thinking. There's a little scope for thinking. Okay, so my purpose is you understand the connection between capitalism, imperialism, nationalism, and militarism. Okay, so this is how the modern state starts. Fine.